Welcome back to Third Street Reactions, everyone. I'm Zach.
I'm Shane.
I'm James.
And this is his show.
It's our show. And we're back here with Rick and Morty Season 4, Episode 2. Guys, what did you think of the last episode?
I liked it a lot.
I loved it, yes.
I completely forgot in our conversation last time when that fucking hologram was able to become physically... to take a physical form.
The Akira thing.
Yeah, and he's like... I'm a fucking god now. You're fucked. And he's like, I thought you liked being a hologram. That's because I had to fucking be one.
Yeah,
it was
he
so
lasted
funny.
all like 10 seconds.
I know, but it was the way he said that. I always want to. It makes me want to say it at work now.
Fuck yeah.
You know what's great is about the way Rick has it set up so when he dies, like that specific consciousness goes to another clone body.
Well, he said he axed that project, but that's why Morty was supposed to take that DNA to the cloning device. He said he axed Project Phoenix.
Yeah.
Which I think had to do with Big Trouble in Little Sanchez when he was what was it, Teenage Kid Rick, whatever the fuck his name was. Tiny Rick.
That's why he axed it.
Yeah, and that's why he axed it.
Yeah.
But evidently it transferred him to other multi-dimensions.
Well, I'm getting a lot of like Star Wars vibes, I don't want to get into too much, but I'll say this, in the expanded universe, there's even more of it, of like the Emperor being able to, or making efforts, because that's what the Sith, they don't care about anything, they want to live forever, fuck everyone else, and they're obsessed with it, you know what I mean, because it's the only thing they can't control is the power for death, and the Emperor, it finds ways to transfer his actual consciousness, not just having a clone of him, and it's pretty cool.
Not like Westworld.
Yeah, not like Westworld, and I just love that stuff, and this is, and this is done in such an enjoyable way where it has all these gags and all the multi-dimensions and the fucking, the Nazi stuff. Yeah, it's great. But now we're on episode 2. Guys, if you're joining us for the first time, these guys have not seen it. I've seen everything up until about this point. There's a couple episodes I've seen. And then I'm going to be with these guys, reacting to new stuff. So I hope you enjoy it, and we're just going to start now.
Oh, he really did go on his own adventure. Maybe to find a place to poop. Damn, that would be amazing.
So convoluted.
Yeah.
Yes, shake it more, Morty. That was working.
Take us to the mothership!
Oh, fuck. Genius.
Okay, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. This was worth making a whole swarm of enemies. It will be when I find whoever shit in my toilet. Is that code for something? Someone look that up. If that's drug slang, I need to know.
I'm being assaulted! Yeah, okay.
This would piss me off so much.
Me too.
Oh God,
That dude's like anybody's worst nightmare.
Take the app down!
I can't. I'm an intern.
Yeah, well, who tells interns what to do?
Not you, that's for sure.
Take us to whoever does, or we'll punch you.
Okay. Not bad, Morty.
It's funny how easily intimidating they are.
Yeah.
But this is working pretty.
We are the Monogatrons.
Monogatron.
Does he remind you of something? Oh, yeah.
But he looks like Palpatine.
Yeah.
And it reminds me of Father from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood with the tubes.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Did they do it, or did he fall asleep?
And you have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I was wondering.
Had you
Fucker.
These
These little fucking creatures kind of remind me of that movie from the 80s.
Gremlins?
The little furry Gremlins, yeah.
Gremlins?
Yeah.
You just fucking seen Gremlins.
I know, but I know what they look
With
like.
the ears.
There was
yeah,
something
ears.
else. There's another show with aliens that resemble them.
There is another one
Yeah.
too. It's got the real big eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Herb or something. Or
Furbies?
No, it's not Furbies, but
No, 80s. The Furbies are those fucking toys.
Yeah.
They look like Gizmo from Gremlins.
yeah. But it was another movie. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's like the Crockbot. From the episode we were with the heroes.
Oh.
The
Yeah.
Vindicators.
Okay, yeah.
Ripped it out of his stomach.
We got the white flag.
Drop that. I'll have to call you back.
Is that just
Really
shit?
want to die?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Conference room 3 available.
You're not gonna kill me. Don't tell me what to do!
Oh.
Oh, shit.
Oh. I feel like that has to stink so bad. Like,
Oh my god.
have you ever smelled a stink bomb?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Oh. I like he's listening to this like hip hop R&B stuff.
Why is he so big now?
Got in the robot. Did you see the thing close around him and it was his brow?
Yeah.
So that's a big robot?
No. That's fucking the guy from Westworld.
The other black guy.
It's not Keith David. It's the guy that plays Bernard.
Okay.
Arnold. And that one show is the Wolves. Hold the Dark.
Yes.
You rang. I'm pooping too.
Come on.
Hey,
Running bird.
let's get out of here. Reese Witherspoon. Josiah, let's get the fuck out.
Reese Witherspoon.
Priest.
Oh, Reese Witherspoon.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Texas tea.
I don't know these references.
Yeah, but you have a Space Everest. Watch Space Beverly Hillbillies so my jokes can land, you fucking twat.
I love how it dies away because you hear him less.
Yeah.
You fucking twat.
House. Kick down your door and mutter your fucking face out of your stupid asshole. I'm gonna die.
She's had a good voice actress.
Yeah. Pretty sure she's from Scrubs.
Which one is she in Scrubs?
The blonde chick.
Okay, the one that he likes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Motherfucker! That's my name. Don't wear it out.
That's such a good move.
I'm your mother, you childish prick. How much water you sucking through these stupid pipes?
These stupid fucking hoses.
You can have one for a glass of goddamn water.
Sam Neill was in that.
Sherry Shepherd.
Rick, did you take the tap
The butter robot and that kid, the bully.
Your hair's getting thin.
Thanks. I could never lift it up.
No problem.
I'll be able to drink water for weeks because of you.
It's just part of my job, man. Breaker 19, this is Jerry Smith. Just finished my first delivery of the day. 900 more to go.
Guys, that was our reaction, and this is our discussion. And I have seen this one as well, so I wonder when we're going to get to that. Probably pretty soon. So, what do you guys think?
Crazy episode. It's amazing what some people will do to protect their toilet. And I've seen some crazy shit in my lifetime.
That was going to be one of my questions, yeah.
Of people.
It reminds me of something I used to joke about when we were younger.
Yeah.
About busting in on someone when they're on the shitter and shooting the toilet out from under them. So they crash into a pool of their own shit and piss.
Can you imagine, like, 'cause
Damn.
they'd fall in such a weird way.
They would. They'd like fall down over the toilet pours out
Porcelain
from
shit
under
over there.
Water going everywhere.
Their piss is all over them.
Ugh.
There's blood because obviously the porcelain would cut them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ugh.
He's a joke. You did that for a couple of years, I think.
I did.
For,
It was a yeah.
yeah, I remember that. Shooting someone's toilet.
Fuck.
You talked about, like, you just go to their house and you had a shotgun, like Terminator. They think you're shooting them. You just shoot the toilet. Like a Terminator 2, you know what I mean? When he comes in with the... Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. Did you guys have a specific... By the way, what'd you think of the episode?
Well, that was good.
No.
I liked the whole premise, the whole dating app thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it was one of those Rick adventures where it's a little 50-50 for me.
Yeah.
But there were a lot of funny moments when he
Yeah.
fires off that fucking butt cannon bomb thing
Yeah.
in the fucking room.
Yeah.
Don't tell me what to do!
Yeah.
But,
Well, it does kind of explore Rick a little bit,
yeah.
you know. But before that, do you guys have a specific place, or have you ever had a specific place you like to poop?
No.
In high school, I liked to poop on the third floor. You know, and no matter where I was, I'd go to that bathroom because it was kind of like one that wasn't used a lot.
Where was it at? Third floor is...
By the library?
How many floors were there? 4?
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
By Miss...
Yes.
By the... Yeah, on the right side of the library.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would always try to go shit there. Yeah, because it's upstairs, the main floor, everyone was there, and on the bottom floor, the freshman one, it just wasn't that good. Sophomore one's okay.
Yeah.
But that floor there, it was just a good floor.
Have you ever been poop shy before?
Yeah, when I was like a kid, I didn't prefer to shit, like, you know.
In public settings and
I
stuff.
preferred not to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that.
Especially if there's, you know, like when I was at St. Mary's, if we're going to a locker room, I got to shit. I'm not going to shit in the same room we're all changing. I want to go to a different bathroom.
Oh, yeah. Dude,
Yeah.
the worst is when you're at like a girl's house that you like and you got to take a massive dump.
I've always avoided it. I never have done that, ever.
What if you had to
You?
go really bad?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
It's like
I don't
fucking
know.
Dumb and Dumber when fucking Lloyd goes to fucking what's her name?
Well, he gave
Mary's.
He gave him the fucking laxative though.
Yeah, he gave the laxative.
I forgot about the part of him laughing.
The motorcycle.
It was so funny.
So diabolical.
And
It's funny to think about him thinking about it.
Yeah.
And Harry's sitting on the toilet. He's just like,
He looks like, oh jeez.
And he lets out these like really long strings of farts, like loud, super loud.
Oh, it's like,
and at the end, and at the end, he lets out like a little tracer. It's like, beep. You know what I mean? It's like he gets this look on his face where he's like he just fucking cummed or something. I don't know. It's the funniest thing in the world.
Is that how you look when you come?
Well, maybe. Have you seen Dumb and Dumber?
Yeah.
It's fucking classic.
It's a great movie.
We used to watch
classic.
all the time. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was kind of where I prefer to poop. And there's been places, when we lived at the Third Street house, the bottom bathroom was definitely preferred to the top.
It was. Yeah. I was the one to take the first shit in that bathroom.
I think, you
I
definitely.
I did it on purpose.
That's the one you guys stopped up.
We
right?
didn't have water.
Yeah.
Running water at the time, and it was connected to a friend of ours' bedroom.
Right.
Yeah.
And I went in there, and I heard him go, "Zakk, no!" And that fucking shit.
I imagine you going, like you were doing the laugh. Yeah.
Oh shit, man! Yeah, since I was in the cleaning industry for a long time, I had a lot of crazy experiences with shit. Unfortunately, I've told the story about going to the fucking fraternity houses at Miami University,
And these kids would shit like crazy.
they was shit on top of shit where it was stacked real high above the toilet.
That's
and,
just.
and then
ridiculous.
also, but it's very true though. Like especially like upper management at like companies and corporations. Like the big bosses, a lot of times have their own toilets like tucked away in their offices and stuff, and you don't touch their toilet. Like you don't fuck with their shit. You know what I mean? Like they'll get really pissed off about it.
Really?
So, yeah. So.
Well, and there's this episode of Seinfeld where George, he has his own toilet because they think he's handicapped, and he feigned getting handicapped to get the job.
Okay.
And he's very protective of his toilet. But I think early on in the series, his boss has a toilet that, and it was the same deal. His boss didn't want anyone to fuck with his toilet. Yeah.
Have you guys ever shit in a place that you knew you weren't supposed to be shitting in, and if the person knew you'd shit there, you'd get in trouble?
Yeah, like, I shit in a urinal one time. I knew I was supposed to be shitting there.
I don't think so.
My ex-wife forbids me from shitting in her apartment. Like when I'm dropping the kids off, I'm driving from Marietta to Cincinnati. Like I always have to take a shit, right? But like if she's not there, I still go take a shit. And I just laugh because I'm like, if she knew I was taking a shit here right now, she'd be so pissed off.
Well, when I was on the river, the fast system, the sewage system, I think I told this story before, I can't remember. But it went out on one side of the boat. It was plugged.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So they couldn't use their fucking toilets.
Right.
They were shitting in like buckets and bags and like
Ooh.
tossing it in the river. My side was okay. So I could shit. And
Did anyone ever just go to your side
Why
of
would
the
they
ship?
just walk to your side of the ship? I'd just be like, hey, Zakk, mine's broke. Can I use yours?
I think the guys on the lower decks, the actual deck crew, they did.
Uh-huh.
But the captain and the pilot, they couldn't. They had to stay up there
to
run the boat, and their toilet was out.
That sucks.
That's terrible.
So it got real fucking Stone Age, primeval, real fucking quick.
Dude, I remember a time our toilet growing up got fucked up or something, or the water got turned off or something because we were dirt poor, and we had to shit in a bucket for a while. Like we would just we had a back room in our house that's not there anymore, and we'd just go shit in the bucket and piss.
Have you guys ever used a dating app?
Yes,
I mean, no.
I haven't.
Yeah.
I have.
What do you think?
Mostly bullshit. Mostly, I mean, these days are mostly fucking like bots and fake scammers and shit like that. But well, I tell you what, I've seen people I know on those apps before, and I immediately like swipe left, like get them out of here. Yeah, I mean, I just don't want anything to do with that.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a pride thing or what.
Okay. Also, what do you think of Rick not wanting to kill?
Not wanting to kill him. Well, he definitely evidently had some empathy. For the guy.
Mm.
So and you see in those vats that are all hanging around that other people he didn't want to kill.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rick doesn't needlessly kill. You know what I mean? And sometimes he's
not a wanton murderer.
Yeah. Like he tells people, "Don't touch me. You'll die. There's no afterlife. Don't do it." But if he has to kill, then I think he flips a switch.
No.
Yeah.
Alien, when he went to heaven and he talked to his wife, he said something to the effect of, "Yeah, you see what I just got into," and she said, "Yeah, strap-on porn."
Yeah.
Right. It's funny because the previous reaction we did, I talked about the girl that I sent flowers to, right? And I got fucking just, basically kicked to the curb.
Yeah.
Or humiliated. She told me, and I should have known she was crazy at this point, that her ex-boyfriend was into her wearing a strap-on. And
dude, I got my prostate
his
examined
ass.
with like a pinky,
Yeah.
and it was too much.
yeah, well, yeah, exactly. Me too. I got a story on that. But anyway, you know what it's called? I didn't know what it was called until she told me.
What?
It's called pegging. Pegging. Pegging.
There's so much sexual slang that I don't know and I don't want to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so much slang in general that I don't know.
Now you know.
It
now
happens
you know
here. It happens in other places. I am gladly old-fashioned when it comes to that shit because I don't know any of it.
But I asked her. I said, "What did you think about it?" And she goes, "I loved it." So I should have known. That was a red flag.
It probably gives them a sense of power.
Yeah, it gives them a sense of power.
Yeah.
All right, well, there's Bernard from Westworld.
Okay.
That was the man.
That was the man.
I know you haven't seen Westworld.
But Sam Neill, who the fuck was he in this episode? I want to know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Don't have the
I
internet.
could be completely wrong. Maybe that was Sam Neill, but I'm real sure that wasn't him. Sam Neill had to be the Emperor.
I don't know.
Or fucking what's his name?
Yeah.
The don't make an app. Don't make my app.
Yeah, the
guy.
Fuck guy.
I had to hear him again now.
I just don't
Glooty.
think it would be him. Glooty. I just don't think it'd be him. I don't know. Like I said, the road reminded me of Death Stranding.
Yeah.
Because in Death Stranding, you can help build roads. It's a game. What do you call it? Where a bunch of people can play it on stream or in this.
There's some kind of online multiplayer component.
Yeah, but it's a
Even though
component because they're not technically there, but you can still associate with them on a
Mhm.
certain level, and you can all help build these roads to make it easier for all of you to travel.
Which is cool. Yeah.
It's a very cool idea.
Yeah.
But the road in some places would heave up off of the ground and travel above the ground and shit.
Do you guys know what Texas tea is? I figure you do.
What's alcohol?
I don't know if it's Texas. I don't know.
Yeah, I've heard Texas sweet tea, and I've heard Texas tea at bars. I figured it was alcohol.
Well, Texas tea is oil.
Oil. Texas tea is oil. Yeah.
Well, I've heard my wife's from Texas, and she calls it. Her family all calls it Texas tea if it's really sweet. I'm like,
well, it's probably deep south.
Yeah.
Sweet tea, but Texas tea, it's Beverly Hillbillies slang.
Okay.
Do you know the Beverly Hillbillies?
I've never even heard of it.
Really?
Yeah.
So it was a show that was back, 50s, 60s probably. It was about a hillbilly family that basically struck gold by finding oil on the property, and they go to fucking Hollywood, right?
Yeah.
And they just...
Beverly Hills.
Yeah, Beverly Hills. Yeah, and they live it up in Beverly Hills. So it was
cool.
a pretty...
It wasn't that good of a show.
It wasn't that good of a show, but it was fairly popular back
They remade
in the
it.
60s.
Oh,
There's
yeah?
a movie.
Yeah,
There's a
they
movie
remade it.
in the 90s, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never heard of either version. Yeah.
The love determined by scarcity. When the emperor guy was giving them the speech, that you're pre-app society.
Yeah.
Love is determined by scarcity and all this other shit. What are your thoughts on that?
I'm trying to figure out what exactly he meant by that, because
He
there's
was talking about the water, wasn't he?
No,
at that part he did mention love is determined by scarcity.
Like the scarcity...
Well, I was
what is scarce? Water.
Yeah.
That shit runs out.
Yeah. I was trying to determine exactly what he meant, because there is like the scarcity principle where when you're dating someone, in the beginning to seem interesting and popular, you practice scarcity with your time and resources to make yourself seem of higher value, so you don't act like this desperate fucking begging fool.
Right.
Which I've done that begging fool desperation stuff. I'll tell you that.
Well, I think all three of us have.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So I don't know. I don't know. I really didn't know what he meant by that. What you? Yeah.
My understanding was it was kind of talking about how the scarcity of making a contrast in the scarcity of water and how it can run out. Well, I think love is the idea of trying to find it. Maybe, or I don't know. I'm tired. It's really hard to think right now.
Yeah.
But kind of like the idea of it's kind of like me with alcohol.
Yeah.
Or an addiction.
Yeah.
And you have to have it.
Yeah.
And you have to know you're not going to run out.
Right.
Okay.
So it's like it's this selfish kind of.
Okay.
You want that love, kind of like BoJack doesn't want Todd to move out.
Yeah.
Like he's afraid to be alone.
All right.
That's a very rough sketch of what I'm thinking, but I can't form the words right.
So as you see your stock of alcohol get lower, you're like, I'm getting low, I need it more, I want it more, that type of thing.
I gotta have the reserve bottle.
Yeah.
What's weird to me is the app, the solution to that problem would be the app, right?
Well, the app was continually feeding that chemical response.
Therefore, they can be this way. The society can be in chaos.
Yeah.
Distraction.
That way, they can take the walk.
Because the chase we were talking about in the last reaction.
Yeah.
Where they was just continuously feeding the chase.
Okay.
That what do you call it? Limerence.
Yeah.
Period where you're falling for someone. This whole idea of a new chase and the whole idea of a new person, a new adventure, and new experiences, and it's continually.
So this
endorsing that.
Yeah, it speeds up the process, so you can easily locate another partner.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, it's a hell of a thing. Okay. Yeah, I mean, for one thing, Jerry's just a fucking moron, isn't he?
Yeah,
he's a moron.
That particularly pissed me off.
Well, he wants to have that moment with Rick where I was right.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. So he continuously does shit.
Yep.
To maybe that he sees this as opportunity to have that moment, and it never fucking pans out.
So why can't they develop an app on their own volition? Why do they need like the consent of a human?
That's a good point.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because Jerry, I don't know if he is very tech savvy. I think.
Well, obviously, the one guy.
I think Glooty was doing all the fucking heavy lifting, technically.
Good point. Yeah.
But I think they just need kind of like a vampire. Like you need permission to enter all that stuff. That farmer guy, she joined ISIS. That was fucking hilarious.
That was hilarious.
That's actually kind of one thing I remember from watching this before, laughing at that part so much.
Aren't you going to join us in the pooping?
Yeah.
What would your little reality be if you're in a fucking sack?
I mean, this is kind of like the simulation, like the Matrix, you know? It would be similar to this life. You know, all my relationships that I'd want would be successful. You know, this channel would be successful, and we would be, you know, living well. Yeah. My kids would be, you know, that would rub off obviously on my friends and family. That would be kind of mine. Like it wouldn't be too crazy, I guess. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You know, I guess for me, I would just want success in my life and in my relationships. You know, and because that's what life is, really much.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much all we have. Not the material things, really. You know, it's relationships, your kids, and kind of like in American Beauty, a great fucking movie. This isn't life, this is stuff.
Yeah. But it got more important to you than living.
Yeah, but I love stuff, but you got to have life still. I mean, the other stuff is important than the material things.
Well, you get all the material things and you don't have a life.
Yeah, then it's meaningless.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like the relationships with family. I'd like to have a nice steady paycheck where I didn't have to really worry about money, and I'd like to be able to eat whatever I wanted, and it would not affect my health negatively. So, yeah, if I wanted
that's pretty cool. Yeah.
If I wanted a big steak sandwich, like a Philly cheesesteak, no cholesterol, no fat calories, just whatever I needed to sustain me would go into my system. I'd shit out the rest.
All right.
It's pretty cool.
What about you?
Or they don't know anymore.
Yeah.
But I do know I want to drink.
Yeah.
Would you be able to I was gonna say, like, would you be able to drink anything and everything without any harmful effects? Like you would never get too drunk?
No.
Or would you want to be able to get as drunk as you want? Because then you would have to stop drinking.
No, I just want to be able to drink.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I can't really see much farther than that.
Yeah.
Right now in my life.
As long as it's
very limited. In my so
I also want season tickets like the Lakers or something, and like the Bengals, and I'd want to go and watch a baseball game at like every Major League Baseball park.
By the way, guys, my mom's running the dishwasher. We're aware of that noise. Sorry about that. I don't know, maybe you post, you can clean it up. I don't know.
I might be able to.
So when I think of success and stuff like that, like I would obviously I want my relationships and my friendships and people I love to be in my life, and I want them to be happy. But yeah, I also want the material things, and part of that would be able to do that stuff too.
Yeah, I don't really.
So I'm always counting that in when I say I want to be successful financially. I'm thinking because I want to, I want to be able to go to games, I want to be able to go camping, and just my kids want to go to fucking Disney World. So yeah, let's go.
To me, those are more experiences than materialistic things. Like I'm not big on materialistic things. I just want cool ass experiences.
Well,
Yeah.
What I was going to say about kind of experiences or skills or anything, like some people might say they want to know how to do something they've never done before. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Be that ultimate man or woman that they've never been able to be or never taken the time to be.
Yeah.
Well, to me, I don't feel that way because what makes that the most important part of being that person is the struggle to get there. Acquiring it. Yeah. It's like Daniel Day-Lewis and There Will Be Blood.
That's true.
He gets to the end of his life and he's a broken down, bitter old man. Because he was married to his job before. Yeah. And he was a workaholic. Yeah. And then when he didn't have that anymore. Yeah. He pretty much, he had nothing. Yeah. I think he had all the shit that he was working for. He accomplished his goals. Yeah. But at that point, there was nothing left for him.
I think a cool simulation, though, would be if in the simulation you did still experience some of those life disappointments in the sense, like if I wanted to be a Major League Baseball player, you know, I would still have to go through the process of getting there, but ultimately it would probably be predetermined that I was going to be there. But hopefully, I wouldn't know that consciously. Yeah, if that makes sense. Yeah, you know. No, yeah. I'd still want the struggle. I would still want that struggle.
Well, yeah, and if you don't have that, then I mean,
definitely want to struggle in the right areas. Yeah. There are certain areas I struggled in that I realize now I shouldn't just be dabbling in. Yeah. So I've learned I'm struggling in this because I shouldn't be here. Yeah. So I need to.
There's things I don't want to
I need to walk away because this is why I'm struggling. Yeah. Yeah. But there are other ways where I've struggled and it's like, well, I can do this and I'm just not putting in the effort.
You're right. It sharpens you. There is a joy to some struggle, especially when you get to that finish line, like you accomplish whatever that goal is. So.
No. Yeah.
The fate accompli.
Yes. Yeah. And the whole the glutey little spin thing he does, that was yeah. Other than that, guys, just love the show. Good episode.
Oh yeah.
And I don't got too much else to say. We're out of here. Guys, thank you so much for supporting the channel. And if you like us and you want to continue to support us, so we're not in my parents' basement, hearing stuff like this, just like and subscribe. That's all you got to do. Leave a comment down below. And make sure you check out other stuff. It really helps.
Oh yeah.